Hello and welcome to David's World. Please subscribe, and on today's show we have something unusual again. Wow, there we go. So what we have today is, on this side you have the really useful box. This is the 9-litre one, which says there, and that's that. On the other side we don't have really useful box. This has a sticker. Come back. You. Hello. This one is called a banker's box. It is 10 litres over the 9. And as you notice, the hand. Yep. And there's nothing written on once we take the sticker off. We're going to compare these. So let's start with this side. Ha! I got you. Now, the really useful box is a box which I have been buying a lot of over time. I used the bigger ones. They hold the 35-litre ones. They hold all of my collectible items that I've ever unboxed on this channel. And these little small ones are more for like magazines, A4 pictures, and these are holding signed comics, the signed wrestling items that I've got are in these type of boxes. So, really useful boxes. 4 of these really useful boxes is £27.40, which is £6.85 a box. That's almost cheapest, because occasionally we do have special offers and you might be able to pick up one of the really useful boxes for £6. A little rarer to do, but right now I have seen some shops doing it, but yeah, not as normal and as usual. Normally these boxes, 9 litres, go standard price in the supermarkets is about £9. So a lot more. So this 9 litres and £6.85. This is the first time I've ever bought these ones. Now, I bought 4, and these are called banker's boxes and are 10 litres. They are very similar looking in their styling to the really useful boxes, but there is a couple of differences which we'll look at in a minute. But this one came in a pack of 4, and this is the only piece of this paper in the box with the 4 in. When you get these, you get a piece of paper in every single one of them, full stop. Now, this one is 10 litres, so it says it's 25.5 centimetres across. It's, get onto the right one, 15.5 centimetres this way, and 39.5 this way. That's the external sizes. It's A4, general putting stuff in, like all of them are. So this one, when I bought it, and this is the weird bit, when I bought these 4 boxes, it was £22.92, which works out at £5.73, so a cheaper price than this one. But when I went back the next day, because this arrived the next day because it's Amazon. I went back. If you went to buy again, the price had gone up to £26.96, which is £6.74, which is 11 pence cheaper than the really useful ones. Okay, that deals with finance parts of it. So these boxes normally are a tiny bit cheaper unless you can buy special offers. These boxes do not turn up in supermarkets or anything like that. Really useful ones do. These ones don't. Amazon is the only place I've seen these boxes. And the worst thing comes is that if you go onto eBay, some of these boxes, no matter which ones, are more expensive. So it is something you need to watch. So let us get back. Let's get back to, this is the really useful box. Now, differences come as follows. Difference 1. This has the word really useful written on it. Don't know why you would need to have it written on it, but it has it on it. This one, once you take the sticker off, is a clear box with no writing on it whatsoever on any side. Okay? Item 1. Item 2. The handles of the really useful ones are curved and do pass the top of the box here, which means that you can knock it like that and it will open. They're not flat to the level of the top, they go slightly above. I don't know if I can even get that to show that, but there's a slight difference that the handle is bigger and it curves. When you look at the banker box one, as you see, it is flat, and it's actually flat to the top of the box lid itself. It still has the same number of connections. It is shorter, this is longer, but don't forget this is a 9 litre and this is a 10 litre, but the lids, not much difference between them. They're actually, when you take the fleur out bit here to this point here, the lids are exactly the same size across. It's only that way, if that lines up with that, we have the overhang here. So we have now 2 points. No writing, flat handle, level to the top. What shall we go to next? On the really useful boxes, at the corners, you might see them there. It's got little bubbles, indentations, only on that side and only on that side, but not on this side. So we have some bubbles on the front as well, here and here. Not sure what they're supposed to be for, is it so you can pick them up or what, but nothing of that on any side of the banker one. Now for something unusual. This was something that showed up on Amazon and someone asked a question. If I have the really useful boxes, don't know how many times I'm going to say that, will the banker boxes stack on top of them, on their lids? Because there's an indentation around where the base sits on so they don't move. So this is a really useful box lid. This is the banker box. The answer to that question is yes, although it is weird because they're supposed to be 9 litres and one's 10 litres. It shouldn't fit. You can't swap lids between the really useful and the banker because they don't fit. So now we've done it that way around, Will a banker's box take a really useful box on top? Answer to that, yes, you can stack one on the other. Don't forget that the overlap of the banker one is bigger than the overlap on the thing, but yes, you can stack, and as you say, one will stack on the other. They will just look different because of the handles, but yes, they will stand on each other's lids no matter which way around you put them. So that answers that question that turned up because the person who was asking had no idea, because they only had one or the other. They didn't have both, and I have both. So I am more puzzled now on how a 10-litre box fits onto a 9-litre box. But on the bottom, the really useful one has like a honeycomb effect, while the banker one has a hash effect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lid of this and feel how thick it is and see how movement it is against the lid on this. They both have very similar strengths to them. They both have, if you look, you can see them little white up and downs on there. Of course, these ones are further apart and there's less of them, but for the thickness of the plastic, they're pretty close to each other. Doesn't seem to be any difference there. This one, of course, on the bottom has further information: temperature max 80 degrees, minimum minus 115, 9-litre EU, and information on the bottom, while this one has absolutely nothing. There is nothing on the bottom. No EU, no sticker, anything like that. So, as we say, once we remove this sticker, there is nothing written on any of this box. So, food approved. So this one says it's food approved. Strong, modular, means you can stack them on top of each other. Non-toxic, water resistant. Both of them are water resistant, so if water lands on it, it's not going to go in because of how the lid is. That water can't go upwards unless you have the box that way up, then it'll get in the lid and bypass. But that way up, any water getting on the sides won't, because the lids on both go over the top. So actually, I haven't yet to be able to knock this off, which I can do with the really useful ones. I have knocked it when I picked up a box that's full, and I can do that, and because I can catch the top of it and it opens. So this one has the corner reinforcement little grooves as well as the side reinforcement. This one is only got a single flap here, but it has the reinforcement in the same way as that one does. I don't know if there's any strength difference. I would not want to stand on it. There is a test on eBay. Was it? No, on Amazon. On Amazon they have a video with the really useful ones of someone putting a piece of A4 paper in, which says fits, which both of them do fit A4 paper, and then standing on the box. I really would not advise to stand on boxes. So, banker one, and really useful, really close in size, that I can't tell the difference between the 9 and the 10 really internal. So I can't work out, is it just extra thickness of material? But that's that. both of them seem to do their job pretty well, so whichever one you can get the deal on doesn't make any difference. So I bought the 4 banker ones because they were only £5.73 and that was cheaper than what these were going for at the time, but either one will do. Hopefully something a bit more unusual and might answer any questions. There you are, back together. I don't know if you can see colour differences. There's a darker handle on this one, bluey, purpley and solid blue. This one comes in from the outside in, and this one comes in from the inside out with the connector. So it just comes in the pair from the opposite way. Doesn't make any difference as long as the handle holds when you put whatever you're putting in. So, plastic boxes. How interested were you in plastic boxes until you've seen this video? If you've stayed till the end, thank you, and please like, comment and subscribe, would be appreciated. So, for now, catch you later.